शुभ काज में प्रथम पूज हो, हे गणपति तुम मंगल में हो। हम भक्तों के भाग्य विधाता, दो वरदान हमें तुम दाता। अष्ट विनायक गणपति, विघ्न हरो हे गणपति। करुणा में तुम गणपति, मंगल में तुम गणपति। सिद्धि विनायक मंगल दाता, मंगल कर दो काज। आए हैं हम शरण तुम्हारी, शरण तुम्हारी आज। ओम गणपति नमो नमः, ओम गणपति नमो नमः। हर शुभ काज में प्रथम पूज हो, हे गणपति तुम मंगल में हो। हम भक्तों के भाग्य विधाता, दो वरदान हमें तुम दाता। अष्ट विनायक गणपति, विघ्न हरो हे गणपति। करुणा में तुम गणपति, मंगल में तुम गणपति। सिद्धि विनायक मंगल दाता, मंगल कर दो काज। आए हैं हम शरण तुम्हारी, शरण तुम्हारी आज। ओम गणपति नमो नमः, ओम गणपति नमो नमः। शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, शंभु भोला भाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए, जिनकी महिमा ऋषि मुनि गाए, योगी जिनका ध्यान लगाए, मन उनका मतवाला मेरा, मन उनका मतवाला मेरा, मन उनका मतवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। जो भी शिव शिव नाम लिया, वो ही मनवा चित पर भावे। जो भी शिव शिव नाम लिया, वो ही मनवा चित पर भावे। ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, ऐसा शिव कृपाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। विघ्न हरने संताप मिटाए, युग युग की सब पाप जलाए। विघ्न हरने संताप मिटाए, युग युग की सब पाप जलाए। ऐसी नीत की ज्वाला मेरा, ऐसी नीत की ज्वाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला मेरा, शिव शंकर रखवाला। मंगलकारी नाम है उनका, जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय 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 गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय जय गणपति विघ्न विनाशनहारी, गणपति विघ्न विनाशनहारी, गणपति विघ्न विनाशनहारी, गणपति विघ्न विनाशनहारी। जय जय गणपति, जय गणपति, जय गणेश, जय गणपति, जय 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 गणपति, जय गणेश,
Sound check test. Sitaram devotees, to all, and a warm welcome on behalf of all the members of this Utsav committee. And tonight being the final night, we are very blessed to have a wonderful group on stage rendering lovely bhajans. It is very appropriate, and may God bless members of the group. Welcome to Pandit Visramji, and tonight being our final night, we would like to get full blessings tonight of Bhagavan Ganesha. In the morning, this beautiful murti that was made from Mother Earth with the hands of the child who made this murti, the individual. Tomorrow in the morning, this murti will be put into the ocean. And after tomorrow, there will be no murti in this spot here. And as Bhagavan Ganesh will be immersed into the ocean, we ask Bhagavan to take our problems, to rid us of our problems, and do not be selfish. We are living in a beautiful twin island. We need to pray for the welfare of our country and our countrymen. Let us put our hands together. Prepare your arts already? The arts prepared already? All right. Let's all please stand, put our hands together. Hari Om. Hari Om. Hari Om. Om Yam Brahma Vedanta Vido Vadanti Param Pradhanam Purusham Tathani Vishwodagate Karanamishwaram Va Tasmai Namo Vigna Vinashanaya. Keep your gaze on the Murti of Sri Ganesha. Om Kharvang Sthulatanum Gajendra Vadanam Lambodaram Sundaram Prasya Gandhalubdha Madhupa Vyalola Gandhasthalam Dantagata Vitara Tara Rudhire Sindur Shobhakaram Bande Shaila Suta Sutam Ganapati Siddhi Pradam Kamadam. Listen to these 12 sacred names. By listening, it purifies the mind. It removes from the mind all those negative thoughts, all those negative energies that are looking around the mind. Listen to the sacred names of Vigneshwara. Hari Om. Sumukhascha Ekadantascha Kapiloka Gajakarnakaha Lambodarasa Vikato Vighnanasho Vinayakaha Dhumraketur Ganadhaksho Bhalachandro Gajananah Dvadashaitani Namani Yah Pathe Srinuyadapi Vidyarambhe Vivahecha Praveshe Nirgame Tatha Sangrami Sankate Chaiva Vignatasya Na Jayate Om Gananam Tva Ganapati Gvam Havamahe Priyanam Tva Priyapati Gvam Havamahe Nidhinam Tva Nidhipati Gvam Havamahe Vasumama Aham Jani Garbhadham Dhamatam Jasi Garbhadham Om अभिप्त सितार्थ सिद्ध्यार्थम पूजतो यः सुरासुरैः सर्व विघ्न हरस्तस्मै गणाधिपतये नमः. Sing together with me. Om Gajananam Bhutaganaadisevitam Kapitajambho Bhavasarakshanam Umasutam Shokavinaashakaranam Namami Vigneshwara Pankajam. Hari Om Vinadhare Vipulamangaladhanashile Bhaktakhilashini Viranchiharishavare Kirti Pradane Akhilamanorate Maharye Vidya Pradayini Saraswati Naumi Nityam. Om Param Brahma Param Dhama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashvatam Divyam Adidevajam Vibhum. Bolo Shri Ganesh Bhagavan ki jai. Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadev. Bolo
Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva
Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva. Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Jai Ganesh Deva Mata Jake Parvati Pita Mahadeva.
भगवन के भोग लगे संत करे सेवा.
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 पान चढ़े फूल चढ़े
और चढ़े देवा.
जय गणेश जय
गणेश जय गणेश देवा.
बोलो जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा. माता की पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी.
दयावंत चार भुजधारी.
एक दंत दयावंत चार भुजाधारी.
दयावंत चार भुजधारी.
मस्तक सिंदूर से मूस की सवारी. जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा.
बोलो जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा. माता गौरा पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता महादेवा.
जय गणेश जय गणेश जय गणेश देवा. माता जाके पार्वती पिता
महादेवा. Ganesh Sharanam Sharanam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Ganesh Sharanam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam Gajananam Ganesh Sharanam Param Pavanam Satya Sainam बोले श्री गजानन स्वामी की जय। प्रेम से आसन पर बैठे। Have the siddhi devotees put your hands together. Don't close your eyes. Gaze on the murti of Sri Ganesha as we now do the Sumiran to Bhagavan Ganapati Ganesha. Keep the eyes focused upon the murti of Sri Ganesha. Receive the blessings of Sri Ganesha. I know you have forgotten, but I'll just remind you. Hari Vyapak Sarvat Samana. Hari means omnipresence of the Lord. That power, that energy that fills this entire universe. That in Purusha, in Vedas, Tat Purusha, that supreme spirit that filled our bodies. Our body is filled with life, energy. That said energy is called Hari. Hari Vyapak. Vyapak means all pervading, omnipresent. That power fill this murti. And as the very life of this murti, if you keep your gaze on the eyes of the murti, you will see that murti watching you. And that murti is not seeing a physical form, that murti is seeing the spirit, the real you, the true you. If you have problems, if you have difficulties, if your mind is clouded with misunderstanding, with errors, that murti is watching everything. Whether you believe it or not, this is the fact. Satyam, Satya Sai, I told you last night, Satya means truth. Sat, Sri Sanatan. Sat means truth. Sai means one who controls his senses, one who masters his senses. The mind have 5 senses. This is called the Jnana Indriyas. The 5 Jnana Indriyas control the 5 Karam Indriyas. The 5 Jnana Indriyas, or the senses of knowledge, emanate from the mind. It operates the physical body and the 5 organs of the physical body. Where? In the world of objects. All of us are object to one another. This murti is an object, but it is a divine object. It's a murti. It's a murti. Ur means the heart. It is the heart of creation. In the physical body, the heart is the main organ that pumps the blood and distributes the life energy through the physical blood throughout the entire body. And if that heart should fail, what they call it? Coronary heart failure, margail, subgail, all gone. You're dead. So, Ur means the heart. Murti is Bhagwan himself. Reveal itself for our benefit. I mentioned many days ago, Vipradhenu Sura Santahita Linha Manuj Avatar Nir Ichha Nirmit Tanu Maya Guna Gopar. Bhagwan, out of his own sweet will, appeared in this form for our benefit. Gaze on the murti, chant the mantra as we start tonight. Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Mujala. Gauri Shankar Pad Kamala Prema Sahita Mujala. Srimad Ganesh Purana Ki Asha Ratsamu Suhai Sute Samveda Tanari Shiva Sama Sachidananda Nirguna Brahma Vinachadeka Jayami Sukhasanda Devike Maya Maya Jagat Bhava Palana Dayado Sahu Swayambhuta Subana Pavat Bhavadado Vinako Madhava Ravindra Desha Desha Shira Sutjana Prema Sahita Kar Dor Kar Sabhe Navavabhuti Mata Pita Guru Bhatari Veda Vyasa Munisha Prema Sahita Kar Dor Kar Sabhe Navavabhuti Sata Samhita Sahita Shiva Purana Sukadana Ganesh Purana Sukadana Bhukti Mukti Dayak Sugama Bhaktana Jivan Pran Kashi Palak Shiva Sumiri Irga Ganapati Jnana Shubha Viveshwar Samhita Ika Vikata Pranay Yavar Ram Chandra Jai Jai भगवान की जय। This is the dua for the beginning of the Purana. Put your hands together again, focus your mind. Ekaradan. You see, Bhagwan Ganesh, you see, in this form of avatar, Bhagwan is always losing his tusk. He's always losing something to gain something. He loses tusk to gain peace. Remember when Kartikeya came and saw the laddu in his hand, what happened? Took the laddu and threw it at his face and broke his tusk. Bhagwan Ganapati remained quiet. And then Bhagwan Vishnu was there present, Bhagwan Shiva, and all the devatas, they saw what happened. And you see, Lord Ganesh is teaching us in a very dramatic way how to handle a situation. When there's violence, when there's misuse of power, ignorance, how to quell those things. And so Bhagwan Ganesh lost his task to teach us. Ekaradana gajavadana ko pagabandau karajur, with hand clasped I bow to thy lotus-like feet. Hey Bhagwan Ganapati. Ekaradan gajavadan ko pagabandau karajur, kripa karahu shivanandana bandau buddhi dehi hori, jas adi narati nava narad adi purisha, dinakar brahma shesha guru sarvakar bhava shesha, Shri Ganesh Bhagwan ki jai. Now I will cease or bow my head and repeat Bhagwan Sri Ganapati Ganesha. Let us chant together this beach akshar of Ganesha. Together with me we chant. Om Bole Om Shri Rim Klim Glaum Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajaname Vasha Manaya Swaha. Om Shri Hrim Klim Glaum Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajaname Vasha Manaya Swaha. Om Shrim Hrim Klim Glaum Gam Ganapataye Varavarada Sarvajaname Vasha Manaya Swaha. Swaha is an offering of the individual soul to the super soul. In Sanskrit, Swayam means the supreme absolute, and Aham means the individual soul. Aham is a part of the cosmic ego, which is part of Bhagwan Shiva. That's why the great Sankaracharya put in together nice verses. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivo. This I belongs to the cosmic I. This I belongs to Bhagwan. You belongs to Bhagwan. All of us belongs to Bhagwan. We are breathing His breath of life. We are enjoying His space. We are enjoying His earth. Nai tera, nai mera mandir hai Bhagwan ka. Pani uska, bhumi usi ki. Sab kuch usi mahan ka. This bhajan reminds us that nothing belongs to us. This earth we came, we born upon the earth, Rohan, and we eat from the earth. The earth feed us. How do we show gratitude? The air gives us that power to breathe our life. The jiva in this body, which is the life energy, take the breath of life, it breathes this life, this extensive air. It inhales the prana vayu. The water, which belongs to Bhagwan, we enjoy it for drinking, for bathing, and for everything else. How do we show our gratitude? By first recognizing that you are a receiver of the gift of life through nature. You are a receiver of the gift of life through Prakriti or nature. And how do you give gratitude? Bhagavan have placed it nicely in Bhagavad Gita. Man mana bhavamad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskru. Think of me. Recognize that I am the source of existence. Satchid Ananda Swarupa. So tonight we glorify that Satchid Ananda Swarupa, that supreme being that is all pervading. Hari Vyapak. And that Bhagavan is performing his divine Leela. God is in charge. And if at any given time you feel you are in charge, think again. If that breath of life locked off, what happened? Who is in charge? The owner of this breath of life, he is in charge. So we glorify the Supreme Bhagavan. We'll join in Shiv Bhajan, and then we'll commence our. So very old bhajan to Lord Shiva in Mount Kailash. All the Devas Gana came and began to sing the glories of Bhagavan Shiva in celebrating this wonderful occasion.
Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambho Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambho Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambho Bam Bam Bam. Bolo Shiva Shiva Shambho
Driver of PVX 8494, please return to your vehicle immediately. You are obstructing someone's driveway. So, driver of PVX 8494, please report to your vehicle immediately. Tonight, devotees, being our final night, we continue our katha. As I mentioned a couple nights, we will do our conclusion. Tonight is Vidah Kare, the final night, and we will go through whole night. We will finish Katha's normal time, everything. We have coconut to offer. Those who would like to offer, you will please do so. I will instruct you when. And when we conclude everything, then who would like to stay? I would like everyone to stay, but I know some have to work and so no problem. And we'll be leaving 4 in the morning and be hoping to reach around 5:30 for sunrise. This murti must be submerged while the rising of the sun is taking place. It's a very nice thing to understand. This sequence of the murti. Let us begin our katha tonight, devotees. Prem Sula Gajananda Swami Ki Jai. So last night you have heard the katha of Damayanti and Raja Nal. How after some time Raja Nal, who was a ruler of Navakhanda, 9 regions, he ruled for some time very peacefully. And after some time, what happened? Calamity struck him. He had to leave his kingdom, his family behind. His wife, Rani Damayanti and Raja Nal left the country. And on leaving, both of them also become separated. Husband one side, wife on one side. And having been separated from her husband, Raja Nal, Damayanti was very disturbed. She was worried. And so she decided to go in the forest. In the forest, she roaming. And she come about this great rishi, asking him, "Have you seen this king, Raja Nal?" The rishi replied, "I haven't seen this king anywhere." And so, devotees, after some time, she went to her father's home. And whilst on the way, she saw a beautiful Apsara, a heavenly being. See, we are on Mrityu Loka, we are in this earth plane, and we are living in a junk of flesh. This is a cage. This is called a cage. We call it Pinjire ke Panchire. I show everyone knows that song. And let me tell you, that is not a dead song. You ever hear a dead man singing that song? You ever hear a dead man singing, anybody? No dead song. It's a message that the Kavi, the poet, is telling us that all of us are in this pit, in this cage. This is I think in Atharva Veda, my Guruji showed this to me, that we are called mas or majja. It is blood and bones. We are encased in this. And who gave us birth? Bhagwan. Out of Ishvara we become Ansa. Out of our supreme Brahman, that supreme all-pervading energy, we emerge out of that energy, living in this body. God have given us freedom. And God have given us something they call the mind. The mind is our toy to play with. And you know, sometimes what happens with the toy? The toy just put us in problem. Our mind is our greatest enemy, and our mind is our greatest friend. This is why Krishna Bhagavan, all the avatars came. Bhajuman Ram Charan Sukhdai. O mind, come to Rama. Bhagavan Krishna, Man Mana. Think of me, O beloved embodiment of divinity. So, Damayanti, seeing this Apsara, bathing and seeing this most beautiful, charming woman from the heavenly realm, not this earthly realm, from the heavens. If you think we have beautiful human beings in this earth, when you see the Apsara, it's mind-blowing. And not only she is beautiful, but her voice is charming. The moment Damayanti heard her song, the moment Damayanti heard her singing, her madhu swar, sweet sound, all her worries went away. Sab dukh jai, all her troubles went away immediately. And she went and paid homage to that Apsara. And she asked, tell me, who are you praying to? Who are you glorifying? And Apsara said, O Devi, I am praying to Lord Ganesha. How to pray to Lord Ganesha? By doing so, all your problems will come to an end. And so the Apsara, together with the Damayanti, they prayed to Bhagavan Ganesha. Having done worship with mind, words and man karam bachan se Bhagavan puja kare, then with love and devotion, with her mind, with her speech and her action, all focus upon Shri Ganesha. After some time, Raja Nal reunited her at her father's home. And there were the katha end last night. Bhagavan Krishna ने कहा कि हे राजा युधिष्ठिर, कथा का विस्तार न हो जाए इस कारण आपको संक्षेप में कथा सुनाइए. भगवान गणेश की एक और कथा है. हे राजा युधिष्ठिर सुनो. Listen, O king, one more katha of who worship Ganesha. After all was said and done, the Raja Yudhishthira asked Sri Krishna, tell me, having heard of how Lord Ganesh came into existence, tell me who was the first person worship Bhagwan Ganesha, and that was Damayanti, the queen of Raja Nal. Now, Raja Nal, the younger generation will not know. This king is the most ancient. This king occurred in the Satyuga time. I think our dear brother Sunil sang the song one night in the Yagya. Satyuga ki ek baat bachaye, Girija sut ki katha sunai. About how Girija brought the sun into the world. This katha about Rasu, great king, this is a sanksheep, very shortened version of this katha. Raja Nal had gone through many problems, many difficulties, but his mind, and this is to teach us in this world of problems, where our mind must be is at the feet of the Lord, because I wanted to know that our mind emerged out of God himself. Manaha shashtana indriyani prakritisthani karshati. Prakriti means this physical body, primordial matter. And what is operating this body, this organ, the eyes and the nose and the tongue and the ears and the hands, it is the mind operating these organs in the world of objects. So the mind hears something nice, the mind wants to go and listen. The mind sees something nice, the senses say, let's go. And you go in. Be very careful of this thing they call the mind. But when the mind cannot get what it wants, now what happens to the mind? The mind, anger steps in, then impatience steps in, and so चिंता से चतुराई घटे कि दुख से घटे शरीर, पाप से लक्ष्मी घटे, कहेगा दास कबीर. Kabir Das wonderfully puts in this beautiful doha, when the mind becomes chinta, filled with worries, chaturai, you lose your cleverness, you lose your thinking ability. Chaturai ghate, कि दुख से घटे शरीर, when the body becomes sick now, weak and full of disease and problems. Today in the modern world they call it stress. And this overcomes the mind, you become physically sick. And when you become physically sick, then you lose total sight of life. You lose total sight of the purpose of life and the vision of life. The goal, you lose sight of the goal, and you come like a train go off track. Huh? You crush into the world of samsara, this misery world. So our scripture is saying to us, and this katha is demonstrating to us in a very dramatic way, that Raja Nal, despite of all the problems, Rani Damayanti, despite of all her problems, she kept her mind on God. When we are being faced with problems, we must keep our minds on the feet of Bhagavan. At the feet of Bhagavan is where all happiness lies. And life is a challenge. So let's hear now, as Bhagavan speak to Raja Yudhishthira about another katha. Let's hear another episode. विचारा यही विधि जाई निशाचर मारा।
जय 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 गणपति देवा, जय 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 गणपति देवा,
जय 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 गणपति देवा,
जय जय जय
बोलो श्री राम स्वामी की जय। श्री भगवान कृष्ण ने कहा कि हे राजा युधिष्ठिर, मानधाता कौशलपुर के राजा थे। वे बल और नीति से चलते थे और अपने प्रजा का पालन करते थे। उसी समय एक राक्षस से जन्म लिया, जिसका पृथ्वी पर नाम धुंधसु था। धुंधसु था ending is meaning was. This king Mandhata was the king of Koshalapur, and he followed dharma. You know, dharma, Sanskrit word meaning all the good qualities that will lead you to be or to realize that eternal supreme father. All the qualities, all the attitude, all the practices that will lead to Bhagavan is called dharma. This is why this is called Sanatana Dharma. Sanatana Dharma, that dharma that will lead you to Sanatana, that eternity to God, to no more return to this world of birth and death. So Mandhata Raja, he ruled very righteously, and according to the niti, the constitution of the land, he ruled accordingly, lawfully, and took care of his subjects. See, let me tell you something. You see, in the ancient time, the king used to treat every subject as his own child. This is recorded in our scriptures. Every subject is to be treated as their own child. So great these kings were in the past. In Satyug, this is how they live. And look what a great king Mandhata in this city called Koshalapur. And so, while ruling his people and everyone was enjoying a comfortable life, and we see in all our scriptures, even in the Ramayana, when Bhagwan Prabhu Ramachandra took avatar, and after some time he got married to Devi Sita, on the very next day, or a little close time on the marriage, as they returned to Ayodhya, what happened? What happened when they returned to Ayodhya? Trouble struck. Trouble struck. And you know what caused that trouble? There's a word they call malice. You're holding thing in mind. I'm waiting for you, I'll catch you. Don't worry. You're giving trouble. But all this was a Leela of Bhagwan. No one can fathom. Ye Bhagwan Leela aparampar hai. It is unfathomable. And the same thing happened to Mandhata in Koshalapur. After some time, devotees, a demon took avatar, a demon born, and his name was Dhundhasu. That name alone is trouble, na? Dhundhasu. And you know, one demon had a similar name in the Bhagavad Mahapuran, Dhundhukari. Pandit Bisramji, you know Dhundhukari? Don't know this guy, he's a bad boy. And Dhundhasu. उसके तीनों लोग पर विजय प्राप्त कर अधिकार कर लिया और देव, मानव, नाग आदि सब जीवों को दुख देने लगा। सभी देवता एकाग्र हुए और विचार करने के लगे कि किस प्रकार इस निशाचर का नाश हो। Now he conquered all the three worlds. Now you see, this dharma didn't talk about only this earthly region. Bhu means the earthly plane, that we are on planet Earth. Beyond this planet Earth, Bhu, Bhuvaha, Swaha, Mahajara, Tapa, Satyam. In the different dimension beyond this earth, there are 7 dimensions, 6 dimensions with the earth. And in each dimension, or loka, or sphere, there are living entities. And who is more powerful than you and I? Who is more brilliant than you and I? Who are supreme to the human being? This demon, Dhundasu, he ruled over those regions, the 3 regions, the physical, the astral, and the causal. He caused trouble. He established control on all and started to torture all the living beings, including the devas, human beings, and the nagas. The nagas are a type of being that today is, of course, that's like how the dragon and all these things are extinct. So today are beings that exist in different dimensions. They control all of these beings, torturing the human beings. Then when this began to happen in the world, the devas, the higher energies that of human being, the devas who were created to serve us, the devas who were created to serve us. Who are the devas? Surya Devata, Chandra Devata, Mangal Devata, Buddha Devata, Prithvi Devi, all these energies come together, the devas, and started thinking. सभी देव तब एकत्र हुई और विचार करने लगे कि किस प्रकार इस निशाचर का नाश हो. They all gathered together, like how Rohan get all the family together, all the members of the villages together, everyone together, and perform this Ganesh Utsav in the same like manner. The devatas come together, united in the same Ganesh Puran. Jaha sumati taha sampati nana, vaha kumati taha bipati nidhana. Where there is unity, there is strength. And when there is disunity, there is discord, trouble. So here all the devas put their energies together and they started thinking, man vichar jo kare. They began to think, what step should we take to destroy this demon? What could we do to destroy this demon? देव गुरु बृहस्पति के तब कहा, मेरे बात सुने राजा मानधाता अत्यंत बलशाली राजा थे, उसी से युद्ध करने के बारे में विचार कीजिए. निशाचर को इसी प्रकार मारा जा सकता है. You see, a good lesson here is when the devas was in problem, they went to Deva Guru, they went to their master, their enlightened one, or the one who can give them that guidance to overcome the problem. On the planet Earth we have the normal gurus, the pundits as we call them, the pundits, the one who read the scriptures and the one who practice. You see, to become a pundit you just can't read a book. There's something called sadhana. You must do personal sadhana. You must give yourself to the Lord sincerely and become an instrument in the Lord's hand. And that is called sadhana. Bhakti ke sadhan karale vaikuntha tumhari hai. To gain the higher regions, you must practice that sadhana, spiritual discipline. And so, they went, all the devatas get together and they think, what could we do to get rid of this demon? And they went to Deva Guru. They went to their superior. It's a good lesson. Don't ever feel you know everything. Even though collectively or individually, even though you have a big group, you can have a bunch of no good. Don't think. Be very careful here, listen to Katha. Even though these devas who supreme to man, they found a guru, Deva Guru, the guru of the devas. And who is Deva Guru? Bhagwan Shiva. Bole Shankar Bhagwan ki jai. Brahaspati is a ruler of Jupiter and Brahaspati is Shiv Bhagwan. Brahaspati Raja ko उसी के युद्ध करने, says here, Deva Guru Brahaspati then said, listen to me. King Mandhata is very powerful think about making him fight the demon. Asking him to fight this demon for us. This is the way the demon can be destroyed, by this great powerful Mandhata. देवगुरु बृहस्पति के साथ सभी देवता सब वहां आए और राजा मानधाता को सारे कथा सुनाए. All the devatas now came with Devguru Brihaspati and they spoke to the great, they told the whole katha to Mandhata about this Dhundhasu Rakshas. The king said, "O Gurudev, please tell me with what power I will be able to kill that demon and who is an enemy to the Devas." Who is an enemy to the Devas? The Devas are those who are to serve man. If those who are to serve us is destroyed, then we will suffer. If all the rivers become polluted, if all the river courses is polluted, where's our source of drinking water? If the air is polluted, then where's our security of clean air to breathe, to live a healthy life? So the Devas are there, God created to serve us. And if they are being disturbed, then the human will be disturbed. So tell me, listen, O Mandhata, worship Bhagwan Ganesh with devotion. देवगुरु बृहस्पति बोले, हे राजन सुनो, तुम मन लगाकर गणपति की पूजा. With your mind, see, this is about the mind. People does, ऊपर मन से राम 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 राम, भीतर मन से कसाई की काम. Top lip you say something, but the mind is filled with something else. Lip service. God is not won by lip service. When you engage your mind controls your senses. Your senses control your body. Where your senses is, there your body will go. Suppose you like a hot doubles. Or like you talk about nothing else, you talk about doubles. Or nice spine. Where you going? First your mind, think, your thought will go there. Your thought will reach where you're going to get this object, and then the body going behind. Correct or not? The body will be following like a vehicle. So put the mind at the Bhagwan Ganesha. Man lagakar. Put the mind. Think of Bhagwan Ganesh holy. Let that Ganapati absorbed in the mind. Absorb him in the mind. Only you can see Ganapati. Only you can think of Ganesha. Day and night, think of that Lord. And 100% you will be cured. Any kind of problem. And I'm talking from personal experience. I don't know to share my experience, but I can tell you from personal experience, Bhagavan will protect you. I have seen that many times. One time after satsang, we nearly gone. Myself and my two sons and members of my group. Bhagavan protect us. So here, गणपति का पूजा मन लगाकर, तुम मन लगा राजा के गणपति पूजा की विधि समझाए. विधि means the method, the way by which this must be done to get best result. Vidhi means a system by which going to bring about result. That's what vidhi means. So a pandit, one who is called a pandit, is one who studied the vidhi. And on doing that, you will get result. There's no two ways about it. 1 + 1 is 2. Performing puja at man lagakar, you're going to get your desires fulfilled. So, Devaguru told as Mandhata, he asked, what power can I use to destroy this demon? Pray to Ganesh Baba. Pray to Bhagwan Ganesh with man lagakar, with your mind absorbed. When the mind absorbed, the mouth will speak. When the mind is absorbed, the mouth will helplessly speaking where the mind is. This mouth is governed by the mind. So when your mind is absorbed in Lord Ganesha, then you will speak of Lord Ganesha, man, vachan or karma. When you speak about worshipping Lord Ganesh, then you actually will go and begin to do the worship of Bhagavan Ganesh. A karma, rather called kar. Kar, charana kritang karma jangva, shravana, nayanam, manasam, mind, vaparadham. Vahita me sarva me tat kshamasva, jai jai karunabhe, Sri Mahadeva Shambhu. And in a prayer, this is found in the Vedas. Kara means your hands. Charan means the feet. Kara, charana, kritang. Krita in Sanskrit, whatever is done by hands and feet. So whatever is done by these external organs, driven by the mind. My Lord, please forgive me of all that which is done. Between man, Sravana and Nayana, hearing, my ears and my eyes may have committed sin. Forgive me, Father, for whatever sins my ears or my eyes may have committed, my hands or my feet or my mind, forgive me, Father, all that may have done wrong. So Deva Guru said, go and worship Bhagavan Ganesh with your mind, devotees. When you're offering a little prayer even at your home, do it with your mind absorbed. Don't do it half-heartedly. Oh, I do not use the word heart, because the heart is a physical organ. Don't do it half-mindedly. Don't let your mind stray. A mind there and mouth here. Let both all be synchronized. Let all be one place. Focus is called ekagrachit. Ekagrachit. Keep the chit one-pointedness. So, he explained all about the procedure, the vidhi, how to worship Bhagavan Ganapati. The king Mandhata did devotion to Lord Ganapati Ganesha. राजा मानधाता पर श्री गणेश की कृपा हुई और राजा के बल में अनेक गुना वृद्धि और हो गई। मानधाता पर गणेश प्रसन्न हुए और उसने धूंधसु का वध किया। बोलो श्री गणेश भगवान की जय। The group can prepare to sing a song. Sing a song, no? Prepare to sing a song. So here devotees with full worship, with worship Bhagavan Ganesh, shower his grace on Raja Mandhata, and there was a manifold increase in his prowess, in his strength. Lord Ganesh was pleased with Mandhata, and he, by that strength of Bhagavan Ganesh, using being the instrument of that Lord Ganapati, that Dhundasu was murdered, he was killed. Bolo Shri Ganesh Bhagavan ki jai. Song by the group.
त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव वन्दना मृत्युं मोक्षिः अमामृता निषदिन्नामो गणपति चरण निषदिन्नामो गणपति चरण गणपति चरण जगदुख हरण निषदिन्नामो गणपति चरण निश दिन नामो गणपति चरण गणपति चरण जग दुख हरन गणपति चरण जग दुख हरन निश दिन नामो गणपति चरण निश दिन नामो गणपति चरण संताप सब मन के हरे मंगल सदा गणपति करे
वास्तव दिखता संपूर्ण जगत को ज्ञात है, जिससे मैंने तुझे संक्षेप में बताया है कि राजा मानधाता पर गणपति के और भी अनेक प्रकार से कृपा से और धुंधसु लोग मानकर उनका नाम धुंधमारी को विख्यात हुआ. Having destroyed a demon, Dhundasu, that great Mandhata, he carried the name Dhundamari, one who killed that demon, by whose grace and whose power? Lord Ganesh. I mentioned many nights gone that Lord Ganapati represents in this temple the human body, our buddhi, our intellect. Be honest to yourself, don't tell me. How many of us, myself included, use our intellect? Human consists of 24 aspects, 24 elements, 24 whatever you call it, make up a human being. 24 factors. The 5 elements, 5 sense organs, 5 senses of knowledge, 5 sense objects, mind, intellect, ego and life energy. How much that is? 24, check. The self-knowledge, self-development. To develop yourself, you have to know yourself. To know yourself, you have to कोई आता है, कोई जाता है, कोई आता है, कोई जाता है, going and coming, steady. Like a fella break a jail, come out, live for a few days, go back in jail and in and out, steady. How do they call them? So Maran, this world is a Maran, world of death. Bhagavan is warning us to escape this cycle of avagaman, cycle of birth and death. Seek Bhagavan Ganapati Ganesha. Seek the blessings of Hamara Pita, our Father. Seek the blessing of Almighty God, whose breath you are breathing. All this history, all this katha, all this avatar is for you and I to escape the cycle of birth and death. तेरो आवागमन छुति जाई शाम रस पियो मेरे भाई. तेरो आवागमन छुति जाई शाम रस पियो मेरे भाई. तेरो आवागमन छुति जाई दुर्लभ तूने दर्शन पाया पूर्व जन्म कमाई. दुर्लभ तूने दर्शन पाया पूर्व जन्म कमाई. अब काहे हरि भजन बुलाया, अब काहे गणेश भजन बुलाया. अवसर देता जाए, अवसर देता जाए. आवागमन छुटि जाई शाम रस पियो मेरे भाई. तेरो आवागमन छुटि जाई शाम रस पियो मेरे भाई. The purpose of all these manifestations of Almighty God, listen carefully, devotees. Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bhagavad Gita, all the scriptures declares to you and I who is living in a body that is conditioned to suffer, in a body that is conditioned to the cycle of birth and death, avagaman, going and coming, transmigration. How to escape this cycle? Katha. Dusari ratimama katha prasanga. Listen to the glories of Bhagavan. Let the mind lift itself like climbing a ladder to spirituality and reach to the feet of Bhagavan, and then you surrender. In the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 2, verse 7 is where the Gita actually starts. Discussion, description of the battlefield and all these things. Karpanya dosho pahata svabhava prachhami tvam dharma samudha cheta yashreyas nisitam ruhitam me shishyastiham shadhimam tvam prapannam. When Arjuna realized that he had nothing, nowhere else to go, and he realized his inability to think for himself, you must realize your abilities and inabilities. Having realized his inability, after speaking and speaking and speaking to Arjuna, to Bhagavan Krishna in the midst of the battlefield, where everyone already lifted weapons to fight this battle, he is there crying and begging. First he realizes inability. He realized, you know what? He realizes inability to make the right choice. Very important in our lives. What have us today suffering, smiling or crying is a choice we make. Yes or no? Huh? The choice we make. You could have chosen not to come here tonight. But the choice you make. And the choice you make depends on the buddhi, the intellect. Bhagavan Arjuna, Bhagavan, look, I have a little problem. I am in a predicament. I am not able to choose. Bhagavan, listen to me. You choose what is good for me. There's a difference between Shreyas and Prayas, so what is good and what is pleasurable. There's a big choice today, what is good and what is pleasurable. Be very careful. What is good may not be pleasurable, and what is pleasurable may not be good. Think and think carefully. Arjuna asked, Prabhu, I am not able to choose. That freedom you have given to me, I am not able to use it. I may misuse it, Bhagavan. Therefore you choose for me. You decide for me, Prabhu. And based on that, Bhagavan Krishna, being surrendered to the feet of Krishna, then Bhagavan Krishna began to endow faith, give knowledge, and wash the mind of Arjuna. Clean the mind. That same Krishna is telling Yudhishthir, pray to this form of Brahman, Bhagavan Ganapati, who is cosmic intelligence. He is that power of intellect, will make the right choice. If you give in to intellect, if you begin to reflect and offer the mind to Bhagavan, by offering the mind to Bhagavan, the intellect will kick in. That intelligence will be enlightened, and then you'll be able to make the right choice. And here, devotees, the entire world knows this katha, which I have narrated to you, O great king, in brief. Lord Ganesh also showered his blessings on Mandhata in many ways, and by killing Dhundasu, he is known in the world as Dhundhamari. O Raja, हे राजन, हे धर्मराज युधिष्ठिर, और एक कथा सुने, सूरपति अर्थात इंद्र कांतापति से हार हुए, गुरुदेव ने इंद्र के उपदेश दिया और तब उसने भी गणपति का पूजन किया. Who's इंद्रदेव? स्वस्ति न इंद्रो वृधस्रवाः स्वस्ति न पूषा विश्ववेदाः. Indra is the lord of the Swarga, the heavens. It is Indra who is in charge of dispensing rain to us. And if there is no rain, then we, of course, you know what will happen. So we say, may that Indra be propitious to us, may he bestow upon us welfare. Lord Indra, the lord of the heavens, was defeated by Kantrapati. Gurudev then extorted Indra, and then he also worshipped Lord Ganesha. Same Gurudev asked Lord Indra, the Lord of the heavens, who are there to serve mankind? That Bhagavan was in problem too. And that Lord Indra in the heavenly region, he worshipped Bhagavan Ganapati. Bhagavan Ganapati, Yam Brahma Vedanta Vadanti, Vedo Vadanti. The Vedas sing of the glories of Bhagavan Ganapati. And Lord Indra worshipped Bhagavan Ganapati to destroy Kantrapati, Rakshas. he got a very good result from the brat, the fasting and the disciplining, like we are doing here for 10 nights. He got very good results from the brat. He observed, he challenged the demon Kantrapati and killed him. O Raja, listen to one more katha, hearing which all your sorrows will vanish. एक बार महादेव शंकर पर संकट आ पड़ा, त्रिपुरासुर नामक एक असुर उन्हें बहुत दुख देने लगा। त्रिपुरासुर राक्षस के मन में माता पार्वती को प्राप्त करने का विचार आया। तब भगवान शिव ने गणपति की पूजा की। Once Lord Shiva was caught in a battle, in a crisis. A demon named Tripurasur. This is also found in the Shiv Puran. Tripurasur, Tripur means that power that governs the three cities, the three regions of existence. The physical, do you know Jiva? This life is in three cities. Our life is engrossed in three cities, the physical, the astral and the causal. When the physical body dies, it goes in the coffin. The astral body, where the mind and the senses and the human emotion is trapped. That's why we do shaving and bhandara. That's why we have Pitr practice coming on Saturday morning. We begin to worship our ancestors. For those astral bodies who have lost the physical bodies and the astral bodies may be trapped because of bad karma, we offer prayer on their behalf to release that astral body. Sukshma Rupa Dhari Se Hi Dikhawa. Remember Hanuman Chalisa, Goswami Tulsidas spoken about this subtle body. So Tripurasur means that energy that controls the physical body, the mind and the divine spirit within. Control all of that and put it in misery. Look at the world today. People are drowning in misery while we in this small island are very happy people. Here, Lord Indra, Kantrapati performed worship to Lord Ganesh and got success. Lord Shiva now in this crisis, a demon in Tripurasur started giving him a lot of trouble. The demon thought of snatching away Mother Parvati. Then Bhagavan Shiva worshipped Lord Ganesha. And you want to know how Bhagavan, what is I mentioned, Lord Ganapati represents Buddhi, Bhagavan Shiva is ego. Bhagavan Shiva is cosmic ego, Ahankar, and Lord Ganesha is Buddhi. This is why the Shiva Parivar, Ganapati, cosmic Buddhi, intellect, Lord Shiva, cosmic ego, and Mother Parvati represents our human emotions, our mind in this context. She represents the mind. The mind has always been taken away. The mind is always running away. Everybody wants to attract your mind, to take your mind. Misguide you, brainwash you. Oh, you pray to idols, you pray to the devil. Come and pray to the only God alone exists. Only God alone exists. There's no your God and my God. Just Bhagavan, just Ishwar, just omnipresence. We are just living in existence. Satchidananda Swarupa. We are in existence, born from existence, live in existence, and return to existence. Ganesh is born from the elements, exists in the elements, and will return to the elements. Simple. So, Lord Shiva, he worshipped. So the ego now turned to cosmic intelligence. The ego now turned to cosmic power in the form of intelligence, worshipping Lord Ganesha. Tab Ganesh ji ne us maha बलशाली त्रिपुरासुर नामक राक्षस का वध किया और तब ने उनका नाम त्रिपुरारी पड़ा है। किस वीर भगवान वीर शरानंद अर्थात कार्तिकेय के भी उनका नाम व्रत किया, उस बात को सावधान होकर धीरज पूर्वक सुने। This is our final episode for this evening. And here Bhagwan Shiva himself did worship to Lord Ganapati. Don't ever be too much egoistic. Don't feel you the ego too much. Let the ego submit to Buddhi. And when the ego submit to Buddhi, it will be able to relate to the right thing and the right way, right success. Lord Ganesh destroyed that very powerful demon, Tripurasur. And since then, he is known under the word of Tripurari. Tripurari Shiva Shankara, Bhagwan, known as Tripurasur. And so devotees like this, many bhaktas, all the devas, whenever they are in problem, they worship that Lord, Bhagwan Ganesha. So this brings us to the end of our final night of this wonderful Katha to Lord Ganesha. Having destroyed that demon Tripurasur, devotees, that brave Kartikeya, his brother, also observed this breath. So Lord Shiva prayed to Lord Ganesha, Kartikeya prayed to Lord Ganesh, and so all of them had gained great success. As tonight we have gained great success in the conclusion of this night without any kind of natural disasters, no kind of problems, by God, blessed by Bhagwan Ganesh blessings. We thank you, Lord Ganapati, for allowing us to go through these 10 evenings very successfully. Bole Shri Gajanand Swami ki jai. At this time we do Havan, and you can do Bhajan. Prepare for the Havan.
Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai Trilochana Jai Rugamochana, Jai Trilochana Jai Rugamochana, Jai He Vandanthari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari. Modi Pradayak Shartarange, Shish Jatame Shobhit Range. Modi Pradayak Shartarange, Shish Jatame Shobhit Range. Anga Bhavut Gamaye Jai Kailash Bihari, Jai Jai Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai Trilochana Jai Rugamochana, Jai Trilochana Jai Rugamochana, Jai He Vandanthari, Jai 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 Tripurari, Jai 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 Tripurari. 1 2 1 2 कर्पूर गौरम करुणावतारम संसार सारम भुजगेन्द्रहरम सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि। बोले बाबा संसार संसार
my devotees, there are 70 families who are involved in this 10 nights of yajna or sacrifice. I would not call all the 70 names tonight. I have mentioned all the nights, many nights. But this whole 70 families came together because of our dear brother Rohan and his family who have initiated this yajna. This yajna was born in his mind as a thought and today become manifested. And for those of you who don't know, this yajna was supposed to be done last year. And when he came and told me that Panditji, you have to conduct this 10 nights, I got frightened because I said, I have not done this at all. I don't know about this Utsav. And in fact, for many years I have been trying to shun this. Because I don't know Ganesh Puran, I don't know about Lord Ganesh much. I am more focused on Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita. And now I am doing Bhagavad Mahapuran, studying. So I said, I am not too interested in Ganesh Puran. But my little boy, my son Sanjay, bought this Quran and said, Daddy, read this book. Now I don't read English book. Either Sanskrit or Hindi, I read not English because English has a lot of problems and misinterpretation. And I warn my son, do not read English. Study language, study Sanskrit, Hindi, and then you will know everything in the right perspective. Otherwise, you can go off track with interpreting. So I took the challenge, and by God's grace, by Bhagavan Ganesh's grace, I am thankful of Bhagavan Ganesh. Every day I said, Lord, you are in charge. I don't know anything. Absolutely nothing I know. What do come out is what you put here and this comes out. Absolutely nothing I know. If I have said anything that may cause disturbance to anyone's mind, please forgive me. But it's my very first time I have done this yajna. I've been to yajnas many places. I have done 1 night, 2 nights and so on. And it's the first time I have done this kind of narration for this yajna. Of course, I myself have learned about Lord Ganesha. And maybe next time Bhagavan permit us. It's not good to make promise, huh? Do not make promise. So we say, Baba, there will go 5 years. That is suppose I die next year now. What are you going to do? Don't make promise. Just live one at a time. Put your mind on Bhagavan Ganesha. We thank you, Father, for allowing us, all of us, the 70 families, to come together and to put the resources together. Tana mana dhan. नदियाँ न पी कभी अपना जल, वृक्ष न खाए कभी अपना फल, अपना तन का मन का धन का दूजे को दे जो दान है, वो सच्चा इंसान इस धरती का भगवान है. That human who lives for the welfare of others, a very benevolent person, a person who does good to others, that person on this earth is a Bhagavan Annapurna. Let us all sing together. Tonight be the last night. We sing Jai Jagadishari. Jai means glory to whom? Jagad Isha. Who's Jagadisha? Bhagavan Ganapati Ganesha. Let's all sing together. गणपति बप्पा मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया मंगल मूर्ति मोरया 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 Ganesh is the leader. So we are asking Bhagwan on leaving, please return to us again. Mangala Murti You are Mangala Murti. You are the image of happiness. Keep your eyes on the Murti. Hari Om. Tvameva Mata Cha Pita Tvameva. Tvameva Bandhu Cha Sakha Tvameva. Tvameva Vidya Travanam Tvameva. Tvameva Sarvam Mama Deva Deva. Om. Avahanam na janami visarjanam Pujachay na janami Shamatam Parameshwara Hari Om. Please remain standing now. I'll go to your study. I'm going to conduct now. It's very important to get the blessings of Bhagwan Ganesha. We are now going to give the study for the welfare of all our beautiful Queen Island, our country. After the Padam Sacred Mantra for the welfare of all. You'll not be able to understand the Sanskrit verses, please clasp your hands, gaze on the Murti and listen. Should the airs purify the mind? Om Mudakarata Modakam Sada Vimukti Sadhakam Kaladharavatam Sakam Vilasidhokakandaram Apa Anathanaipanathanam Nirashite Bhadaityakam Tata Shubha Shubhashakam Namamitam Ganeshakam Namamitam Vinayakam Natetaravidikaram Nabodhitarkabhaswaram Namatsurarnarjaram Natadhikamasu Madhuram Sureshwaram Nadhishwaram Ganeshwaram Ganeshwaram Maheshwaram Natatamasre Paratparam Nirantaram Samastaloka Shankaram Samastaloka Shankaram Nirastataika Kunjaram Daredaro Rasundaram Daredase Rora Sundaram Vareda Bhava Kamal Maksharam Kripakaram Shamakaram Udakaram Yashaskaram Namaskaram Namaskatam Karomi Karomi Namaskaromi Bhaswaram Akincha Artimarjanam चिरंतनोक्ति भास्जनम पुरारी पूर्वदंडनम सुरारी गर्भवर्चनम प्रपंचनाश भीषणम धनंजयाभिभूषणम कपोलम दानवानरम भजे पुराण वानरम निरांतकांत अंतकांति अंतकांतिकात्मजम अचिंत्य रूपनंतरम अचिंत्य रूपराकृतं कृतनम हृदंतरे निरंतरे वसंतमेव योगिनां त्वमेकदन्तमेष तीर्थं विचिन्त्य नमामि सन्ततम् ॐ महारोग महागणपति गणेश पंचरत्नामकरेण श्री अवन्धं प्रयाति प्रभातके हृदि स्मरन् गणेश्वरम् अरोगतामदोषताम् अरोग. We want to remove our sickness that affects the physical body, our dosha, all our bad luck. Arogatam adoshatam susahitim suputtatam samahita ayushtaram amurti paita suvicharat suvicharat. Om Shri Gam Ganapate Namaha. Shri Mangal Murti श्री विघ्ननाशक भगवान गणेश की जय. ओम असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्युर्मामृतम् गमय. Offer bow your head. Please take your seats. प्रेम से गजानंद स्वामी की जय. शंकर भगवान की जय. Take a seat. We have prasad, panchavat, आरती. And we have meals for everyone tonight. I think we'll serve for us. All we will serve right in the shed tonight is 10 tonight. And it will be buffet style, so you can please partake of meals before leaving. Partake of prasadam. Who want to remain whole night, you go in chanting bhajan kirtan. Just spend the time with us. If you want to go and come back, that's no problem. At this time, whilst we have prasad and everything, we're going to have a dance by Renuka Ramkisu. Song titled Mangalam Ganesha. Tonight, live stream SRTV on Facebook, SR Digital TV on YouTube. May God bless all attending this 10 nights. God bless the many groups who have come for many nights, and all the Sotagan, may Bhagavan bless. And all you, the people who have come from night to night, may God bless you and your families. May our country, may the whole be blessed with. May our leaders, our protecting services, may our merchants and our laborers, the cows and the brahmanas, may all be blessed with. Om Shanti, Shanti. A special thanks to Dave from New York. May God bless that family. The brother of Rohan's wife. May God bless you. At this time, devotees, put your hands together and welcome Renuka Ramkisun to dance.
गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक, विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक, मंगलम गणेशाय। देव गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम, देव गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम। विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक, विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक, मंगलम गणेश। देव गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम, देव गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम। शक्ति तू ही विधान, देवा तू ही वेद पुराण। तू ही शक्ति तू ही विधान, देवा तू ही वेद पुराण। गजाननं भूतगणादि सेवितं, उमासुतं शब्द विनाशकारकं, मंगलं गणेशाय। देवा गणपति देवा मंगलं गणेशाय। विघ्न विनाशक जन सुखदायक, मंगलम गणेशाय। देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम, देवा गणपति देवा मंगलम गणेशम, देवा गणपति देवा
शंकर नाथ रे।
काय होता नेमना Boleh sebenarnya. Make the boleh. Let's get it inside now.
Wonderful.